Alrighty, guys. Kirk FM. Hey, sup, net? It's 4 a.m. in the morning, and I just saw Captain America: Civil War. And one, I'm going to apologize for the bad camera because it's my old MacBook, but I also have the new mic, so everything should be fine. Also, I'm not going to apologize for being a little drunk because this is the Drunkcast. Drunkcasts are pretty much where like I go do something and I saw something or I read something. I'm like, oh my God. And then I kind of forget about it. And then I drink. Hey guys. So Captain America, Civil War. Let's have a quick drink. Well, tonight it is the Captain Morgan Cannon Blast. I would like to comment on how great the advertising is and the marketing on a very cool cannonball sort of type of rum that is very like yo ho, pirate's life for me. And also it's got really great graphics. This is good. This is really good. I'm not getting paid for this endorsement. I'm just drunk. It's fine. Well, I hit the fucking spot. You know what else hit the spot tonight? Motherfucking Captain America Civil War. This is one of the best films I have seen in a very long time. Wait, no. I know what you're thinking. Superhero films? Yeah, a little bit. But film of all time? Absolutely. This is one of the best movie-going experiences I've had in... I can't even remember. We went to go see it over at the Man's Chinese IMAX. And it was 3D and everything was absolutely perfect. I had the best seats possible thanks to my friends. I cannot take credit for all of it. They really took care of me tonight. This is so hard to talk about because the truth is that I don't want to gloat or glow too much about this movie. I will preface this right now. No matter what I say, you should go see this thing for yourself. I said the same thing about Batman versus Superman, B versus S, or whatever fucking film was. No one remembers anymore. Doesn't matter. Anyways, no matter what I say, go see it for yourself. But enthusiastically, I say go see this movie. One of my favorite comic book films of all time is Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. I think it's kind of perfect. You can give me all the shit you want for that, but that's the high standard for me. That's the high standard. I'm always like, what's going to get close to that? And we've seen a lot of films get really close to it, especially for superhero films. I thought Iron Man was right there with it. I also thought Winter Soldier was right there with it. I also thought the first Avengers was right there with it. I'm still trying to figure out, the entire Nolan trilogy right there with it. Because all those guys had a vision and a direction, and they knew, like, this is my version of that character. Fantastic. In any case, when it comes to Captain America, Civil War, it's Civil War in name, not necessarily in comics. There are elements that are pulled once in a while to create a bigger story, but I can honestly say this right now. The Russos know exactly what they're doing. They are crafting an amazing cinematic universe with Marvel Universe going forward. And I can honestly say this movie is absolutely fucking perfect. 8 years in the making. The script is perfect. It's tight. It is so tight. Even at any time when the most stringent critic will look at it and go, that part was fitted in at the 12th, 11th hour just to keep building the universe. Yes. And we have seen other studios try to do the same thing, but they have failed horribly. In this case, Marvel absolutely pulled it off. Every single character, and there are so many of them, definitely have their place. They have their story arc. And even when it's not about them, they only add to the story. I cannot even begin to tell you how great the narrative, the story, the narrative, as far as like being cohesive, is in this film. I'm kind of coming off a high right now, guys. This movie is perfect. 8 years in the making. If you're about long-term storytelling, they did it. If you're a creative that works in the industry in any way, shape, or form, I don't want you guys to lose hope because it's a perfect film that took 8 years and it works and it's absolutely perfect. And this is the absolute uh, example of it being worth it. Everyone kills it. Everyone kills all the actors, the directors, and it's not just a superhero film. It's almost like a jet-setting James Bond film with like a $300 million budget, and it's done with all the richness of that. It's just done with being true to who these characters are and doing it on a grand scale. These guys fucking killed it. Yes, Spider-Man is in it, and it's perfect. Yes, Tony has a new story arc, and it's perfect. And yes, Steve Rogers comes to a new place in his life with everything that he's doing, and it's perfect. And it's not just cinematically; it's for also the comic book fans. I mean, at the end of this thing, I kind of started screaming "Secret Avengers," and I kind of looked around, and everyone went, "Yeah, we kind of get that." I know, I'm a little drunk. I know I'm a little excited, but when it really comes down to this thing, this movie nailed it. This movie nailed it so hard. This movie is what happens when you don't rush ingenuity, you don't rush ideas, you don't rush artistic vision. It has integrity, and I'm very, very surprised that after I got home and I kind of started looking at the reviews, because I like to avoid reviews when I look at a film like this, that all the reviews were kind of like backhanded slaps on calling this thing a perfect studio film. And at that point, I kind of went, well, what are you guys expecting from a big budget fantasy superhero film? Because I think the studio did it just right. I think they let everyone have their vision and their creativity really flow. You can tell there were definitely conversations about like, well, that's cool. Then how do we work this out? The breakout star for this thing is Winter Soldier. Like, I kind of wish this was a Winter Soldier film, and it was, but it was called Civil War. Also, Black Panther. I after this whole thing ended, I cannot wait to see the Black Panther film. I cannot wait to see what that actor does with this character. It's just, it's stupid and unrealistic how great everyone did their job with this thing. 2.5 hours flew by in like 15 minutes. At one point, like, there was a scene and I lift up my glasses and I'm trying to like wipe away like the emotion tears because you're just like super excited that they're actually going there with this thing and this relationship. And oh, I can't believe they actually put that in there. And I look stupid because I'm like looking over at a friend, and then my friend like lifts up his glasses and wipes his tears away, and his like fiance grabs him. Then I went, oh my God, is this really happening? I kind of like turned around to like the rest of the IMAX theater, and this guy goes, dude, bro, and takes his glasses and high fives me, complete stranger from the back row. It is one of the best movie going experiences I've ever had. And it was worth it after 8 years. It really was. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is overused or taken advantage of. This is what filmmaking can be. I need you guys to put away the whole idea of like a superhero film. I need you guys to understand that this is filmmaking, and it's glorious. You see the entire artistic, conversation happen and come up to the screen. It's really good. It is so good. Fuck, man. Go see it. See it for yourselves. I just don't want to give any spoilers away, but what you're hoping for is in there, and what you're not expecting, slaps you in the face and you just start cheering for more. Do it, guys. I'll do like a more comprehensive, like, I actually decided to type this out and think about it review for Deus Ex Comica, but fuck, man. Go see Civil War. It's amazing. Catch you guys later.